What the show is, it's just everything you want to know about real estate, what it's like to be a realtor, any questions you might have, and also just us sharing our experiences, whatever those are. So today's topic, what do you want to start with? Well, how about the test that you have to take to become a realtor?
It's a lot of fun.
I've seen people lose their minds, jump out windows.
Well, I've never seen that.
First floor, just so they could run to their car.
Maybe a little bit of Yeah, the test is a lot of fun. We both went to, did you go to Hogue?
I did now. I went to Tampa Bay Real Estate School. And the guy looked like, he was only about 4'10", but all he taught was the test. And he would literally give us the questions before he would give us the practice test at the end, because you have to pass the class test
before
in order to take the state test. So if you can find Jerry, find him, because he'll give you the answers.
And my guy was Joe Troy, and he was very thorough, and it was pretty neat. But with this exam, you have to get out of class and just study. It's a lot of information to retain in a short period of time.
It's about the teacher, totally, too. It's about the teacher.
Oh, absolutely.
Why don't we tell them where we are?
We're here at Realty Experts. We're at 7600 131st Street in beautiful Seminole, Florida. And we're just hanging out at the office today.
Right. Every time we're going to do a different location. We're going to do home inspections. We're going to do appraisal. Well, I don't know if
we're going to go over offers, appraisals,
everything,
inspections, everything. Bring it home through the whole process.
Everything you need to know. And then we're going to ask each other questions. Like, Kieran, how do you feel about realtors with very heavy accent?
I don't know where they come from.
I'm selling you house. If they're very hot, you know what I mean, man or woman, then I think it's okay. But if they're like all hairy with sausage fingers, then you know what I mean? There's so many realtors that are just. Another thing in this market, it's a seller's market for sure right now, because there's no inventory.
Yeah, there's not much inventory at all.
So if you get a bad agent who says, hey, I'll call you on Tuesday, well, the house is gone. I see houses selling in 12 hours.
Yeah, one thing, if you're going to buy a property, there's a couple things. If you wait till Saturday afternoon...
Wait, is it one thing or a couple things?
Okay, one of a couple is if you wait till Saturday afternoon to go looking for a house and it's priced properly, that house will probably be gone. But the thing is if you can get out during the week, I have a lot of buyers that I take out during the weekday where other people are typically at work. But if you want to purchase a home and you get a good list and you need to take a day off, you want to get out there as soon as possible.
You can tell the motivated buyers from the ones that are just dipping their toe. Because it's so hard to even get a home. I've had buyers lose houses where they put in offers over the ask, but a cash buyer comes in and takes it because there's no appraisal. They don't even need to inspect it if they don't want to.
And a quicker close.
Right, they'll close it in 4 or 5 days. Although I just did a closing in 18 days. From the time they signed the contract to the closing day, it was 18 days. And that's a shout out to Kevin Fisk at BBMC Mortgage. He helped me make that happen. But it was also because he worked with me and I worked with my client, and we made sure that they got everything they needed like that.
It's all about communication.
That's what the seller liked, because they were going to go with another cash offer for less money even, just so they could get to a quick close.
You know, and here's the thing. It doesn't matter what the house is priced. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. The big thing that matters in real estate, and buyers and sellers will understand this once they get into a real estate transaction, it's the relationship between the agents. And I've had agents that have properties listed and you call over and over, they don't even answer the phone. So it kind of gets difficult, and when you start dealing with someone like that, there's a lot of part-time agents out there.
Right, that just can't give it the attention that it needs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of immediacy in this business, so if it doesn't happen quick, it doesn't seem to happen, you know. So you can't wait for so-and-so to get off for lunch to make a few phone calls, you know. You need it to happen all day long, every day. I take calls 10 o'clock at night. I mean, now with Facebook Messenger and stuff like that, people hit you up at all times of day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And if you're not ready to jump, they'll just go with someone else.
And be careful where you're looking for properties. Certain websites that we're not going to mention, they don't really update the database.
Does it rhyme with pillow? I go and pillow all the time to find where I'm going to lay my head. Oh my God, we should start a site called Pillow and go up against those bastards. And we already have our motto. I know where I want to lay my head. Pillow. like this. So this is our show. This is going to be our show.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
We're going to try and give you takeaways so you have something where you actually learn something from that. Oh, you want to see what's going on?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if anyone's commented so far beyond just to make fun of us, which I'm sure we're going to get a lot of.
Absolutely. But yeah, make sure when you're looking for properties, you want to look at them off the MLS, because the MLS is it's updated more frequently than anything else. I've had clients send me properties and they were already under contract, or they were sold a month ago. So you really have to be careful where your information source comes from.
All right.
Oh, we have some people here.
One echo. All right, Christine Wishern said hello. Hello. Marina now. She lives. Are you still in New York? She's still in New York. That's another thing. All the people in New York that are being affected by the new tax laws are going to flood into Florida. So if you're one of those people, definitely hit us up, either on our Facebook Messenger. I'm on Twitter at Steve Lazlow. I'm also Sam Crane Homes. Kieran is. You can reach us both here. We're the experts.
Kieran C. Quinn. You can go right through my Facebook. But you know what we can really do for you is if you're up north and you want to look at properties, we can go and videotape the property on site. Whether it be through like FaceTime or just make a video and send it off to you. And that way, if you're interested in a property, one thing about buying a property, there's a thing called an inspection period. So when you buy a property, there is time for you to go in and do the inspection. Just because you have a signed offer doesn't mean it's a done deal. There's like usually 10-day to 2-week period.
Oh,
You go in and do your research, and the realtors do their due diligence to make sure you're getting the proper property.
The bank wants to make sure that the house isn't falling apart, just as much as you want to know. It's also a way to get a few bucks off, you know. And what are you looking at there? The 4 points, which are the AC, the roof, the plumbing, and the electrical. Those are the big things to the bank and to the buyer.
To make sure the house is going to be insurable. And also save.
Here's a question I always ask. I'll ask it of the owner, and I also ask it of the other agent. Is there anything I should know about the house? Then there's this long pause. Because we all have stuff wrong with our house. You go to your house and my house right now, and we're like, well, that's leaking, and that's broken. And like, my house is held together by spit and glue and Gorilla Tape. You know what I mean? Like, I get out that Gorilla Tape, man. That's like 43 screws, some Gorilla Tape. That'll last.
Gorilla Tape, it'll make anything work. Yeah. New roof, Gorilla Tape.
Sure. Oh, yeah, we... Superior Home Inspections, was it Danny Coots? Danny
Coots.
He posts stuff all the time on Facebook of pictures these people had in their shed. They had the water heater, and I'm talking like a metal shed, like a $200 shed. The water heater and the washer and the dryer.
My favorite was when they had the shower with the electrical outlets all around it.
Yeah, well, that's the Halliburton,
idea.
The Halliburton special. Like, you'll die. You'll die. Do you have any other questions? You have no other questions? All right. How about just some common questions people ask when they're looking for a house? How screwed am I going to get? Completely. You're going to get completely screwed. It's a seller's market. No, actually, I just got someone almost 6 figures in equity on a house that they just bought.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was a bank-owned home. The banks, they'll take less. They'll take a little less than market, you know. Whereas you get some sellers where you go in and you go, you know, what do you think the house is worth? And they're like, $1 million. And you're like, try 229. It's a lot less than $1 million. You got to come down.
Yeah, you have to be realistic with how you price your house, because a lot of people,
a lot of agents will tell you $1 million.
HGTV, all this stuff they watch.
Sure.
And here's the thing. We're going to get into that later. I can't do the whole thing right now.
Well, it's comparison. You look at comparisons in the neighborhood. Yeah, one a little better, one a little worse, to try and find that spot where that house lands.
But you do have to be realistic. Just because Bob's house went for $300,000 doesn't mean that your house is going to.
But I put in a new kitchen. And you're like, well, your kitchen is Hot Point and GE and you know, the floor that's stick on.
But Bob also did new vinyl flooring, new roof, new AC system, and the windows.
Are the big ones.
And the windows, because windows can be more expensive than a roof. So when you get new windows on a house, that's a huge deal. So,
and there are some building codes in Florida where if you're going to redo every window in the house, you have to use high impact hurricane windows, which are super expensive. I mean, it'll save you money if you're going to stay in the house long term.
And the other thing too is I had a deal where a house had a bathroom window.
Right.
And the laws on the size of windows and bathrooms have changed.
You have to be able to get out.
Yeah, and a window this big, on my best day, I'm not getting out of it.
You get your head out and just have the smoke pouring out. And I guarantee you, when the fireman comes up to you, you're gonna go, "I'm a realtor," and hand him your card. Like, you got it if you want to list your house.